Now, this is Season 1, Episode 5, Accursed Tide. So, I've gone ahead and started setting it up, but we'll go through the whole thing. First off, of course, you want to pick an episode that you want to play. So we're doing Season 1, Episode 5. Most of them come in some type of container. Gives you an idea of what is... gives you an idea of what is in this box. What you can look forward to in this episode, Accursed Tide. So let's open it up. And we'll empty out everything that's in here. I think that's everything. Set this aside. All right, so each of these boxes, each of these episodes has a monster card. So for Season 1, Episode 5, Accursed Tide, the monsters that are going to be in this game are Deep Ones and the Chthonian. I love the Chthonian. So I'm going to go ahead and place it over here on the episode. It says Episode Monsters right here. It also comes with this card, which gives you the gameplay, but also gives you the setup. So as you can see with this one, this is the setup. I've gone ahead and set up that part of the setup. It's kind of boring, but basically it just shows you what tiles, where they go, and the number of the tile. Each tile, for instance, has two sides. This one says 2B, and it's a boat. And then on the other side, it says 2A, and it looks like some type of storage. Got bottles over here and casks. So you pick the one that goes here. So 2B is here. And I'm lining up the arrows so I can go from, for instance, this area into this area into this area. You line up the arrows similar, or exactly like the picture. So we're using tiles 2B. We're using 9B. We're using 15B, 4B, 11A, 17B, 7B, and you can see some of these actually have two areas in each tile. This has 2 rooms. This has 2 rooms. Then we've got 8B. This actually has 2 rooms, as you can see by the arrows here. 13B, 3B, and 16B, which has 2 areas. It has the downstairs and then this mezzanine area up here. It looks like a lighthouse, kind of. All right, so use that to set up your playing area. I'm going to go ahead and put the play mat over here. Now we start populating the game board. Well, they give us discovery cards. I'm going to set those here for now. And of course, they give us Mythos cards particular to this episode. So those are right, I'm going to put those here for now. All right. So we need to place the starting space. Grab some other items. So in this game, you need the starting space, which is going to be here at the ship. You also are going to have your gates, yellow, blue, and red gates. We've got a red gate over here. We've got a blue gate down here. And we've got a yellow gate, where is it? Up here. I'm going to use this. This is from another Cthulhu game. I'm going to use this to keep track of whose turn it is. I'm just going to set that aside for now right here. All right, what else do we have in this box? Well, we've got this one here. It says Catacombs. Catacombs are up here. And we have one that says Lantern Room. And the Lantern Room is up here. You can see I already, these are the health tokens. 3 health, 1. I just put them in little ramekins up here. Already did that. Now we've got to place, it looks like the Allen family and the Marsh family. It doesn't matter which Allen person in the family or which Marsh person in the family goes where, so you can just do them randomly. I'm going to go ahead and put Harvey Marsh over here. And who's this? George Allen over here. Those are right there. We need another Allen up here in the Lantern Room. I'm going to put Norman Allen up here. We have another Marsh. Let's put Loretta Marsh down here. I'll put her right there. Who else do we have? We need another Allen. We'll put Lacey Allen in this room. We have another Marsh. Let's put Onesiferus Marsh there. Another Marsh. Obed Marsh in this room with another Allen. Zadok Allen. And another Marsh up here. Abby Marsh up here. And one more Allen down here. Leanna Allen down here in this room. All right. Next, we need to, it says we're going to use 2 deep ones in this game, 4 cultists, and the Chthonian. So let's pull those guys out. This is the tracker, the progression token. For the old one, we haven't chosen the old one yet. And we're going to put the Chthonian in the Catacombs room. That's a scary monster right there. All right, next, let's put out, I think we're going to use these guys here with these cultists with the book. They're just more dynamic of a pose. This pose isn't bad, but I think I'm going to just use these. We need 4 cultists. 1 is going to go up here in the Lantern Room. 1 is going to go over here. Oh, 2 are going over here. And 1 over here in the docks. All right. And then 2 deep ones. 1 deep one is going to go in up here. And then 1 more down here in this room. All right. Set that aside here for a second. All right. So now we put everything on the board that this card indicates that we need to start the Accursed Tide episode. Now, if you flip it over, it gives you some more information for the episode. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to read it to you. It says, small town, small politics, big trouble. For some reason, these 2 families hate each other's guts. But we need to get them away from this accursed island before the cultists can sacrifice enough of them to summon the Elder One. We don't know who the Elder One is yet. We're going to find out. It says, to disrupt the ritual, get 3 Allen elders and 3 marsh elders on the ship and off the island. So somehow we have to maneuver across this board, pick up some of these Allens, some of these marshes, get them all the way back to the ship, and then off the island to save them. It says, when the Elder One advances, any Elder tokens in the catacombs are killed. Discard them. Then move all Elder tokens that aren't on the ship tile 1 space toward the catacombs. If either family has 3 elders killed before the ritual is disrupted, the investigators lose. Special rule: after the ritual is disrupted, remove all the elder tokens from the board. Ignore any effects that would affect elder tokens from now on. So that's the goal of this game. We have to get at least 3 Allen members of the family and 3 Marsh members of the family to the boat and then off the island. That's how we disrupt the ritual, and then once we do that, of course, then we can start attacking the elder god, the Elder One. So what are the special actions that we can take for this scenario? Well, one's called Escort the Elders. So while on a space with an Elder token, make a roll. On 2+ successes, place the Elder on your investigator's board. You may only escort 1 Elder at a time. They can't be traded, but you may drop them in your space after any action you take. If an investigator escorting an Elder dies, they drop the Elder token in their space. So that's one action you can do. You can try to escort, pick up one of these elders and start ferrying them back to the boat. The other action for this scenario, send off the boat. Only at the lantern room. Oh, so you must have to go up here to the lantern room. Remove all elder tokens that are currently on the ship tile. They have left the island. So once you get the elders to the ships, you have to get somebody over here, and then as a action in their turn, they have to do send off the boat. All right, so that's what we got to do. Now, what else do we have? We have these Discover cards. So in each scenario, you get a stack of Discover cards for that scenario. And I will shuffle these up, just so you know I'm on the up and up. No stacking cards, no playing ahead. I'm going to set those up here. All right. They also come with specific mythos cards for this episode. I still have to put some more with them, so I'm going to set those right there for now. All right, what do we need next? Well, we got to find out which Elder One and which Elder One minion we are going to be fighting against in this episode. So I'm going to choose between Dagon. Who else? Yog-Sothoth. Cthulhu. And last but not least, Hastur. All right, so those are the 4 that I've had painted. I have not painted the black goat. I'll get to it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a 4-sided dice to determine which one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I do have these nice Cthulhu dice that came that I use with my Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, but you really can't see these. So I'm going to roll these Metal Forge dice that I have. So I've got a 4-sided dice here. We're going to roll this, get out of the way, and determine which Elder One we're going to use in this episode. And it's a 4. We're going to use Haster. Oh, man. Haster, actually, the King in Yellow, is my favorite Elder one. So that's awesome. We're going to use Haster. Set him down. Get these guys out of the way. Sorry, Cthulhu. Sorry, Yog-Sothoth. And sorry, Dagon. We're not using you this game. All right. So, let's dive into Haster. Now, each Elder one has their own set of cards. If I can get them out of the box here. And some other things here. So, first off, we've got Haster. And what you do is put them in stage order. Stage 1, stage 2. Alrighty. Final stage. And stage 3. So stage 1, stage 2, put them in order. And the other one goes up here. And what does it say? It says Haster, stage 1. When Haster advances, you gain a yellow sign token. Summon one Haster disciple to the nearest gate and one cultist at each of the other gates. That's not good. So, what are the yellow signs? Well, they come in the box here. These are the yellow signs for Haster. All right, buddy. Put these over here. Wow, they gave you a bunch of them. I hope I don't get that many, need that many yellow signs. Jeez. And here's Haster. Now what I do is I normally just set it on top of this, because once, of course, the old Elder one gets to the red, he comes on the board, but you still track the progression, because if this indicator ever gets to the end here, before you've defeated Haster, you lose the game. So I'm going to set it right on there, and come on, slide over there. All right, you're starting right there, Haster. Haster's scary. And I'm going to pull these out. These are the minions for Haster, and they are called Haster's disciples. All right, Haster. Now each Elder one comes with a card that always, so far every game I've played, has cultists involved, regular cultists, and then some type of minion. For Haster, they're called Haster Disciple. And these are these yellow minions down here. So I'm going to put that card here. And I'm going to set these over here. All right. The cultist has 2 life. He rolls 2 green dice. And when they attack, and it says these cultists worship Haster. Then the Haster Disciple, again, 2 health. They roll 3 green dice, and it says, if this deals you any wounds, choose 1. Take a yellow sign token, or summon a cultist in this space. It doesn't attack this turn. All right, so that's what happens with those. The deep ones, we have the deep ones on the board. They have 3 health. They roll a green dice and a black dice. And it says, if it deals any wounds, summon a deep one in its space. The new deep one doesn't attack this turn. And then we have the Chthonian. The Chthonian's a badass. He's got 8 health. He rolls 3 black dice and 1 green dice. And his says, when attacking, it deals the full wounds to each investigator in its space and adjacent spaces. That sucks. We don't want that. We don't want that dude hitting us at all. All right. Also in the Elder One box, we have their own Mythos cards. And what you do with those is you add them to the Mythos cards that came with this specific episode. We're going to shuffle these up real good. Put those right here. All right, what's next? Well, now we have to decide which investigators we're going to use to try to beat this episode, The Accursed Tide. And how am I going to do that? Well, in season 1, you have 10 different investigators to choose from. I've shuffled these all up, and what I'm going to do is roll a 10-sided dice. I'm going to roll it 3 times and figure out which investigator we're going to use. Totally random. And the first one is a 6. So I'm going to count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is the kid. I'm just going to turn it that way for now. If we roll a 6 again, we'll re-roll. We're going to roll for the second one. What is it? I can't see. Oh, it's a 10. This special symbol is the 10 symbol. So we go all the way to the bottom, and the 10th person is Elizabeth. Nice. And our last investigator, number 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's Rasputin. Oh no. Rasputin's a badass too. All right, so we've got Rasputin. We've got the kid. Two like fire wielders. And we've got Elizabeth. All right, let's put these all away. Now, with the Kickstarter, I did get these. These are holders. These are plastic things that hold your character sheets, and they work pretty good. I'm going to utilize them. I have them. Let's put Elizabeth in here. And we'll put a top on her. And we're going to put her right here. Wow, takes up a lot of room, this game. I'm going to put the rules over here for now. You guys are going to slide over here. Next is going to be, I'm going to put, where are you? Her over here. Let's put the kid over here. Try to make some room. I hope you can see everything. All right. And last but not least, Rasputin is going to go down here. Now in this game, one person is the starting player, and then you go clockwise around the table. So I'm going to start with the kid, and I'm just going to use this as my player token. tell me whose turn it is. All right, so we've got the kid's gonna go first, and then Rasputin, then Elizabeth, and just keep going like that. All right, let's get the minis out. I hope you enjoyed my video showing the painting of my miniatures for this game. I really am proud of the painting I did for this game. And now I'm going to have to start doing, you know, season 2 and the Unspeakable box, because CMON is releasing their Kickstarter today for season 3. All right, so we need Elizabeth. Now this is the starting position. We need the kid. And we need Rasputin. I'm going to, well, I'm just going to keep this right here in case we need the fire. All right, let's put this away. Go down there. Thank you. And now we just have to populate. She's got fire. It's yellow. I'm going to give her the orange indicators, turn indicators. Start your health down at the far left. Start your sanity at the far left, and start your stress at the far left. Each character has a starting trait. Usually you have ones that are original to each character. That's their main trait, and then these other 2 traits can be similar, can be the same. For instance, the kid starts with gate manipulation. If you are in the same space as a gate, monsters and cultists summoned there take wounds equal to half their health, rounded up. She starts with that, and then she has marksman, arcane mastery. Rasputin, I've got him with green flame, so I'm going to give a green tentacles to Rasputin. And his skill is unkillable. 1 free death. If you would die from wounds, instead return to life with full health. Wow, that's pretty strong there, Rasputin. Then he has arcane mastery and brawling. So you can see he has arcane mastery, so does the kid. And then last but not least is Elizabeth. And Elizabeth's main trait is lucky. You have 1 free reroll per turn. That's pretty strong. I'm going to give her blue tentacles markers. And you can see with her, she has marksman and stealth. And so marksman for the kid. So they do have shareable traits that can be mixed up and matched. Different different investigators have different ones. All right, don't need that anymore. Don't need that. I do need to get these dice here. I'm gonna put them on. Well, I'm not gonna keep them in there. I'm gonna put them out here. I did go ahead and get 2 sets of dice because 1 set just wasn't enough, especially if I'm playing with multiple players. It's just easier that way. All right, there's a Mythos card. What else? One more thing. I'm gonna move you up here with these guys. One more thing. We have the Sanity, Arkham Sanitarium patient medical files. And these are the insanity traits that you start off with. Everyone gets one. So I'm going to shuffle this up and we're going to cut it. Let's start with the kid. I'm going to put them all down here. So the kids is codependency. At the start of game, name a codependent investigator. It says if your codependent is alive but not in your space, take 2 stress. Then move either of you to the other space. Enemies do not follow. So whenever I reach one of these sanity markers, that's when I have to do this. So who's going to be her codependent? Well, she's got fire. Rasputin's got fire. Rasputin is going to be her codependent. Next, what is Rasputin's insanity? Obsessive disorder. Move your stress to match your health value. Then discard discovery cards as needed until you have the same number of cards on each side of your investigator board. That sucks. Don't like that one. Rasputin, man. And last but not least, Elizabeth. What is her insanity card? Of course, paranoia. All monsters on the board move 1 space towards you. Then, if there are no enemies in your space, heal all of your stress. That's not too bad there. That's not too bad, Elizabeth. All right, let's get that out of the way. We can set these aside. I'm just going to set them up here. And there you go. We're all set up. We're all ready to play. Accursed Tide, Season 1, Episode 5, Cthulhu Death May Die.